All right, what's going on, everybody? This is KO with Hip Hop Revival. You know, we tapped in face to face with DreadRock. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Hip Hop Revival for having me on the show today, man.
And you're not tuned in to Hip Hop Revival.
The Hip Hop Revival.
Shout out to HipHopsRevival.
I'm checking out Hip Hop Revival.
Shout out to Hip Hop Revival.
Yeah. Okay, so for those who don't know who you are, explain to them. Let them know what's up.
My rap name is DreadRock. I'm from Chicago, West Side, Cape Town. My block is Cosner and Lexington. It's a family-oriented block. We grew up there all our life. I'm from the West Side of Chicago. Cosner and Lexington. Been rapping for about 7 to 8 years. The first 5 years, I didn't monetize it right because I was rushing.
Yeah.
And now I'm playing catch-up in these years.
For sure. Okay, so how did you get your start into music?
I started making music off the phone with my cousin. We was playing it. We used to hear a lot of Lil B. So we used to play it a lot. Then he really influenced us. So we used to play around it because we felt like he was joking, rapping. So we just started joking, rapping, and people started giving us feedback. We started at this group called Wolfpack off a phone. My first song was off a phone, and everybody was rocking with it. We was called Wolfpack, just like Lil B now. That took a big influence, and when we was playing with it, people was liking it like we were serious. So then I decided to take it serious.
So how did you come up with DreadRock?
I started as J-Rock. Everybody used to always call me J-Rock, J, Lil J, and J-Rock. And then when I got dreads, and it was a form of like a entertainment name, so it's like I put the dread with the rock. So I started as J-Rock.
Cool. So I'm guessing J, like that's your first initial?
My first name is James, so they used to always call me J-Rock.
Bad. So what's the first song that you ever recorded?
Officially, the first song I recorded was MOA We On Again, but a professional song that I first recorded was Loud Pack. It was with this group I was with called 2TU. We first recorded this song called Loud Pack, and that was like the first single going around. We was offered to perform at the Bud Pilgrim Parade in my city, so it was giving a lot of feed. So the first song was Loud Pack. It was my first song I ever recorded.
Who are your five top artists out of Chicago right now?
I'm gonna start with number one, Common, Yee. Them the top two of them on Chicago. Then we go Lil Durk, Polo G, and Chance the Rapper. That's my top five.
That's pretty solid.
Chicago, really.
That's pretty solid. What do you think about Kanye with all the stuff that's going on now? Like, what's your take on that?
I feel like he finally like really opening up and kind of digging too much into the history. Like I feel like he have the right to his opinion to voice, but you know you have to really dig into stuff. Like he's just outburking and everything. It's like an attention seeking thing. So it's a good thing and a bad thing, but it's like a lot of attention and rallying and bringing it together. Kind of crazy though.
Nah,
facts to you, man.
Facts. So what is Swerve Nation?
Swerve Nation is my label. It started as Swerve Gang. We was from out west. It was me, my brother, and two of my cousins. We started this group called Swerve Gang. That was the time that I wasn't monetizing my music and everything. I just was doing it, dropping mixtapes and everything. We started this group called Swerve Gang. After years went on, prolonged, and the group broke up and separated. Like it never was consistent. You know, if there ain't no money coming in, it don't make sense. So the group broke up. And I went solo and I started my own record label, officially LLC, Swerve Nation. So I can really just profit and capitalize on everything I didn't do with Swerve Gang. So it's still Swerve Gang because it's represent where we're from. So it's both and both. It's still Swerve Gang.
Okay, cool. You kind of answered how it started already. So you told me you lost your mom at a young age. How did that affect you?
Man, it was crazy. I lost my mom at 11, so it was crazy. I had to stay with my sister until I got grown and everything. You know, being somebody else's child is never a connection. You don't never have a mama bond. My dad was in jail since I was 3. So me growing up with my mom, it really affected me. You know, the guidance, the support. It hit me kind of hard. After I got older and realized, like, man, I can't go to my mom, can't talk to my mom, and see my mom after I got older, it really hit you. But when I was young, it like you always want to have that feeling with a mom connected. So it really affected me a lot.
For sure, bro. You also lost a lot of friends. Like how many homies have you lost this year alone?
This year alone, I lost 3 homies: Swerve, Bird, and Con. Con died off a bike accident, and 2 of my other cousins they got killed this year. So we still grieving over all that.
Yeah, Chicago's wild out there, huh?
Man, it's shit everywhere, especially out west. You know, converted to out south, so it's like everything is catching up to what our south started like in 2012. You know, our west was still getting money, but like after the years kept going on, And that's just all war. Like, it's like ops around the corner. Just like outside, like, I'd be around the block now instead of, like, you know, it's beefing over money. But now it's all war.
Yeah.
All war.
So, like, is your mom and your friends, like, a lot of your main motivation?
Yeah, I keep all this shit going. That's why I keep pushing through all the distractions and everything. That's the most positive motivation. That's all I keep going for, all my homies. And that this year alone is 3. So before that, it was even more than that. So
Yeah.
I kept pushing through that shit, man. My mama, I look up, I know she's proud of me. We come from nothing. Like, I come from all the real struggle. So with all that motivation and, you know, the pain from people dying and all my homies going, that just motivated me to keep going harder on people, you know?
For sure. Do you think it's difficult to get recognition from where you're from?
Yeah, because the people around you don't support you until you really get relevant. Once you get relevant, then it comes to fake love. It's hard to get uneasy because it's consistent. You got to be really consistent and around. Like, people will love you when you ain't got nothing. Then when you start getting up, then the hate comes. So it's like, it really is hard. But you can't stay around. You can't stick around. They'll try to say that you fake for switching up, but you can't stay around if you got something to lose. How can you be in these same predicaments and everything?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So what's your goals for the future right now?
The future is to keep dropping videos. I'm gonna really just focus on singles this year. Really, no more project. Focus on singles. Get back into shows. Build a virtual show base instead of like physical, since everything is switching over. So I want to switch over to more online with the shows and everything. So I'm really just to keep dropping singles this year, like really singles. Because I really focus on projects so I can balance out the time. But now I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna get them singles so I can be more relevant and consistent.
Yeah, I agree too, because you want people to like that one song. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's harder to, like, for them to, everybody to pick that one song out of a project. How's like the coronavirus and COVID-19 and everything affecting like your you know what I'm saying, your stuff, like your everyday life, your you know what I'm saying, your music career, like all that?
Man, the corona really hit an impact because January I just was on a show run. Like, I supposed to kept it going through February and kept every month a show. Once the corona hit, that slowed down everything. Physical, being able to see people, video shoots, like, it's limited people. You can't have that many people in your video. So it's really affecting the whole outlook, like dropping, consistent, you know, distractions. Like, the corona, it really fucked up the whole brand, really. It slowed down everything because I had a lot of things planned.
So, anything else that you want to add into the interview?
I want to shout out my boy Mufasa. I want to shout out my boy Self-Pad. I want to shout out my block, Lexington. We call it the Lex. That's the block where I'm from, Cotton, Lexington. Shout out my people. Let them motherfuckers know that you keep working, keep doing what you got to do. You can always succeed, you know. Don't never knock the next man. Just keep proceeding, you know. Like that.
Well, once again, this is KO with Hip Hop Revival. We tapped in face-to-face with DreadRock. You already know what it is.
Shout out to Hip Hop Revival, man. Y'all keep tapping in and tuning in with me, man. Shout out to the nation, Hip Hop Revival, man.